I paid for 30,000 ElevenLabs credits at the start of the month. They were gone in 6 days, and I had less than 10 minutes of finished audio to show for it. I wasn't doing anything wrong, except for 5 things nobody tells you. And the loudest complaint about ElevenLabs on the entire internet? This exact problem. Let's fix it. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you've used ElevenLabs for more than a week, you've probably had the moment. You open your dashboard, look at your remaining credits, and think, that can't be right. You're not crazy, and your account isn't glitched. Here's the core problem in one sentence. The pricing page sells you credits, but what you actually need is minutes of usable audio. And those are not the same number. Every preview, every failed generation, every "let me try that line one more time" quietly comes out of the same bucket. So today, 5 things draining your credits and the exact habits that cut my usage roughly in half. Let's go. Point 1. Understand what a credit actually buys you. First, the foundation, because most people skip this math when they sign up. On the main model, roughly 1 character of text equals 1 credit. Not 1 word, 1 character. Spaces and punctuation included. So let's do real numbers. The free plan's 10,000 credits sounds generous. That's about 10,000 characters, which is roughly 1,500 words, which is about 10 minutes of speech. 1 YouTube script, basically. A typical 7-minute video script like mine runs 5,000 to 6,000 characters. So on paper, the starter plan's 30,000 credits should produce 5 or 6 videos a month. Should. And here's where the gap opens up. Because that math assumes every single generation is a keeper on the first try. Spoiler, it won't be. Which brings us to the real villain. Point 2. Retakes, previews, and failures all count. This is the one that catches everybody. Every generation costs full price, whether you keep it or not. Regenerate a line because the delivery was flat? Charged again. Generate a preview while testing a new voice? Charged. The generation glitches out and gives you that weird muffled audio? In most cases, still charged. ElevenLabs doesn't bill you for finished audio. It bills you for attempts. Watch the math on one paragraph. Say a paragraph is 500 characters. You generate it once. 500 credits. You don't love the pacing, so you regenerate. 1,000. You tweak a slider and try again. 1,500. 1 more for safety. 2,000 credits. That's 4 times the cost for 1 paragraph, and that's a completely normal workflow for a beginner. Now scale that across a full script, and your 6 videos a month plan just became 2. Nothing's broken. Nobody stole anything. The retakes are the product. The mindset shift is this. Treat every click of the generate button like it costs real money. Because it literally does. Point 3. Test small, never test big. Here's the single biggest habit change. Never experiment with your full script. The beginner mistake looks like this. You paste your entire 1,500-word script, hit generate, listen, decide the voice sounds too stiff, adjust the stability slider, and regenerate the whole thing. You just spent 12,000 credits figuring out a setting you could have tested for 400. The pro workflow: take 1 representative paragraph, something with a question, a number, and an emotional beat in it. Generate just that while you dial in stability and similarity. 2, 3, 4 retakes on a small sample costs almost nothing. Once it sounds right, then you run the full script with locked settings. Ideally, section by section, so if one part needs a retake, you regenerate 1 section, not the entire video. Small tests, locked settings, sectioned generation. That habit alone cut my usage almost in half. Point 4. Write scripts that survive the first take. Most retakes aren't the AI's fault. They're the script's fault. The cheapest credit is the retake you never need. So write for the ear before you ever hit generate. 4 quick rules. 1. Spell out numbers. Write the words $22 because digits and symbols are where AI voices stumble most. 2. Replace symbols and abbreviations. Spell things out the way you want them spoken and turn ampersands into the word and. 3. Keep sentences short. Long sentences are where pacing drifts and accents wander. And 4. Use punctuation as direction. Periods for hard stops, commas for breaths, ellipses for dramatic pauses. When you compare a messy, raw sentence to its cleaned up version, same voice, same settings, the second one is a keeper on take 1. That's the whole game. Point 5. Protect the credits you've already paid for. Last point, the account level traps. 1. Unused credits roll over for up to 2 months, but only while your paid plan stays active. Cancel or downgrade, and your leftover balance is gone. So never cancel mid-month with a pile of unspent credits. Burn them down first. 2. Know your overage math. If you blow past your quota every single month, buying extra credits is usually worse value than just moving up a tier. Run the numbers once instead of paying the panic rate monthly. And 3. Check your usage dashboard weekly, not when the out of credits message ambushes you mid-project. 2 minutes a week tells you whether your habits are actually working. So, to recap, know the math, respect the retake tax, test small, write for one-take audio, and don't strand paid credits. Now, confession time in the comments. How many credits did you burn before you figured this out? Drop your number. I'll share mine in the pinned comment, and it's embarrassing. If this saved your credit balance, hit subscribe. This is part of my ElevenLabs series. The full voice cloning tutorial and the complete platform breakdown are already on the channel. And next up, I'm covering the mistake that gets faceless channels denied monetization. That one's coming soon. Thanks for watching, and stop hitting regenerate. You know who you are.